What's up, guys? It's your boy VAZ. I'm back in the building. Welcome back to Food Delivery Stories. You heard me? Sunday's football day. Real quick, man. Got a story for y'all. Picking up a McDonald's. Customer texts me, on your way back, can you stop at the market and get me some cigarettes and milk? I'm like, no the hell I will not. What the hell's wrong with people? Are you crazy? I'll give you an extra tip. Usually that means they're just gonna give you the amount you paid. Forget that, man. I ain't gonna work. I ain't your baby daddy. That ain't gonna work for me. Hell to the no.
Ha! Good morning. Hey, it's a great morning. Good morning, delivery fam. Good morning. And welcome to another episode of Breakfast with UDM. This morning, since today is Wednesday, we got Brat of the Day. And I have my own personal story about DoorDash. A DoorDash delivery to jailhouse goes wrong. But before we dive into that, family, what did you have for breakfast? What did you have for breakfast? This morning, I had mango juice. I didn't have anything hot. I should have had something hot. But I had mango juice with chicken croquetas and a tequeño. It's not the best breakfast, but I'm telling you, that was something that I had to grab really quick on the run. I had an early morning catering order this morning, and now I'm back to do this show, and then I have another catering order, then another one, okay? So, anyway, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Good morning. Who else is here? Who is all here in the chat this morning? Michael Lewis, good morning to you. Jimmy Moses, Kick Rock, Side Hustle 247, Bud Soda, Mason Chu, good morning, Roxon. Good morning, William Vasquez, Stanley Robinson, Charlie Baltimore. Good morning to you. Pop Pro, Gig Economy Talk with Lynn, Monique Milner, Star, T-Ron. Oh, I had a lot of y'all in here this morning. You woke up on time. Jimmy Denson, up early on the West Coast. Middleton Technologies, Mafia fam, Jimmy Moses, good morning to everybody that's watching now or watching on the replay. I'm not gonna take much longer to dive into this, okay? I need y'all to hear this story because I really wanna know what would y'all do if y'all was in my situation, right? Breakfast is for the weak, Adrian Gatto? For real, bro. I haven't ate yet, but probably will get a biscuit and french fries. What kind of breakfast is this? Oh, man. Okay, all right. That's just what it is. All right, so with that said, let's dive into the Brat of the Day. This is a situation that I experienced, and I always take one for the team, family. And I hope that you could, be very honest and say that your boy was not the brat, okay? I'm not the brat. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let me tell y'all this story. Okay. Some people have Fruity Pebbles. Okay. All right. I got a DoorDash delivery. At first, I didn't know where it was going to. I didn't know. I saw on the map, but I didn't know exactly where I was going to be delivering to. When I got there, I was like, oh, this is the jailhouse. Now, the reason why I had a moment to myself is because I'm like, oh, there's no entrance for me to drive into. So I'm like, damn it. Okay, let's try to make this work, UDM. I go and I park my car. It says, hand it to me. But the customer left a note with a phone number saying, call this number. And I'm not gonna call a number outside of the app. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't know if you do it, but I'm not gonna do it. Whenever I did that in the past, and customers used to call me back asking about their food that was missing or something went wrong with their order. Not happening. Anyway. I park and I call the customer through the app. No answer. I call, no answer. I call, no answer. By the third call, I said, you know what? I'm gonna start this timer. So after starting the time, I was like, I called again, no answer. I didn't send a text message, but I decided to call DoorDash. And I said, hey, would you mind calling the customer from this number that they left in the notes? And they was like, okay, sure. When they contacted the customer said, just leave it at the door. Okay, follow me, family. Just leave it by the door of the lobby. Okay. I park my car, I turn it off, I get the food. I'm walking into the area to where the lobby is. This is maybe about a minute walk. It's not that far, but about a minute walk. As I'm going to put it by the door, guess what? There's police officers around. And they're telling me, no, you better not leave that there. That's considered littering. I'm like, but I'm trying to make a delivery. Well, you need to deliver it to the person that you're supposed to deliver it to. Okay. So I can't leave the food at the door like the person is asking me to. So now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. How do I make this delivery? Okay. Follow me. The timer just ran out. So it's now asking me to take a picture of where I have to deliver it. But before I do any of that, I contact DoorDash support again, and now they're trying to figure out where can I leave the food. I then go into they said go into the lobby, and they had a very weird name. I'm gonna make one up right now. It was a number and 2 letters. Okay, let's say 9TV. That was their name. Okay, 9TV. They said, okay, well, give it to somebody in the lobby. Not a problem. And say it's for 9TV. Okay, not a problem. I'm already on this order for about 30 minutes, family. Because now I have nowhere to leave it. I can't hand it to the customer. I'm just stuck in between a rock and a hard place. I go inside. They told me to leave it with somebody in the lobby. Keep in mind, there's a metal detector. So I cannot go past where you have to put your luggage or whatever so they could scan to see the contents inside of that bag or whatever. So now I put it on top of that machine. The officer tells me, put it there and da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, okay. I put it there. And now I pull out my phone to take a picture because the timer ran out. Follow me. The timer ran out. I had to take a picture. I pull out my phone. The officer said, no phones in here. So how am I supposed to take this picture? I'm supposed to take a picture, officer. Nope, you can't do it in here. You can't do it in here. You cannot do it. You want to take a picture? Back up, back up, back up. He's telling me to back up all the way out the sliding door. I had to back up all the way. He kept telling me, back up, back up, back up, outside. When I got outside, then he tells me, you can take it now. I'm like, what? By that time, the picture would be like this small, family. There's no way that the person, whoever would be looking at that picture, would be able to determine what I left on top of that machine where they scan the bags and stuff. I was on that order for like 40 something minutes, family. And it only paid me like $7. I didn't expect that, but that's what happened. Before the whole thing was over, I said to the person on the phone, the Dasher support, I said, hey, listen, these customers need to do a better job. When they say hand it to me, they need to make themselves available. 9TV wasn't available. I'm stuck on this order for $7 for 40 minutes, man. And I can't leave it at the door like they wanted me to, because officers gonna probably say, oh, give me a ticket for littering. And I'm like, come on, man. You're making my whole situation more difficult. So who was the brat here? I'm gonna open up the lines. I'm gonna put the number up on the screen. Gonna open up the lines right now, and I'm gonna wait for y'all to call in, and I'm gonna read some of that. I'm gonna read some of the comments in the chat. Who was the brat? And at the end, I couldn't even take a picture of the food, man. The guy didn't want me to use the phone inside of the building. Let's see what the chat is saying. Roxy says his coworkers are terrible and the customer is too. You should know what to do with deliveries, UDM. I wanted to get the man or woman their food. I'm not the brat. I'm not the brat, bro. Kick Rock says should have dumped it. Really? Oh man, let's answer this first call. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM, Brat of the Day. Who was the brat?
Probably the CEO/police officers.
Okay.
Loitering. I delivered to the public safety building, is what they call the county jail in Jefferson County.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy met me right at the door, as appropriate. The direct phone number hooked was to the reception desk, and they're like, "Oh, we know who that is." And the guy came, told me where to go, and came right out and met me. However, I have ran into that situation before, where you just can't get the person, and it's, quote, handed to me. I start that timer immediately as I'm calling support and saying, "Hey, I'm just going to hand it to reception here. It's for 99 TV," or whatever you said in your case.
Right.
And I take my picture, I move on, I keep making my money, and I text the customer telling them what I did so it covers your butt. That still takes time. That's still a 10 to 15 minute thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you took over half hour, Brian. UDM, excuse me.
Both of them my name. Brian, UDM, all that is my name.
yeah, I know we're on the internet here. You said it openly a couple times, but so the brand of the day is definitely the police officers and whoever ordered. I'm sorry, that's just rude and very inconsiderate for what you do, what you do for a living and your time, you know?
Thank you, Bud Soda. Thank you. I do have another caller in the queue. Is there anything else you want to say to the family before I take that call?
Well, I'm back on the road, fam, so I'll just give you an update here. I'm in a rental. I'm waiting on a title to the other car, and hopefully I can sneak it and get it into the DMV as fast as possible because I only have this thing for 5 days.
Okay.
All right? I just got to give you all an update.
All right, not a problem, brother.
Right.
Glad you're back on the road.
Yeah,
right.
Take care.
All right, have a good one, Bud Soda. Let's go to the next call. Oh, the person hung up. Okay. Again, for those that's just rolling over or rolling in, okay, the short version of the story is I get an order for like $7. It was like $6 and some change, but it turned into $7. I was on it for like 40 minutes total. It was to the jailhouse. I get there. The customer's not answering their phone. I start the timer. Then I contact DoorDash support. DoorDash support calls the number that was in the notes that they told me to call, but I wasn't going to call outside of the app. And then the customer says, leave it at the door. I attempt to leave it at the door. An officer tells me, you can't leave that there. That alone right there was a pain in my behind. Leave it at the door. And then somebody else said, you can't leave that there. I don't want no ticket. I'm a delivery driver. I can't pay no ticket. I'm just playing. All I'm saying is, when I attempted to leave it at the door, officer says, nah, can't leave it at the door. DoorDash support contacted the customer again. They said, leave it with somebody in the lobby. I get inside where they scan, have the metal detector and everything. I leave it on top of the thing. I let the officers know it's 9TV. That wasn't the person's name, but that's how their name was written in the app. A letter, a number, and 2 letters. Okay. Anyway, the shorter version is, even when I tried to take a picture while inside of the building, the officer in the lobby told me I could not. I have to step all the way outside of the sliding doors to take the picture. But by that time, the picture was maybe gonna be this small. So that's my brat of the day. I swear, a lot of the stuff that we go through, we can't make this stuff up, man. This right here, I can't make this stuff up. I was on that order for 40 minutes because I wanted to be a good driver and deliver it to the customer. They place their order, I want to get their food to them. That's why I stayed so long on that order. Some people are telling me, oh, I should have got rid of it. I'm supposed to take a picture of where I leave it. Am I gonna leave it in the trash and take a picture? All right, so let's read a couple more chat comments here. There's nobody in the queue. If you want to call in, the number is 754-399-3941. If you want to tell me how much of a brat I was, feel free to do so. And why, okay? All right, so let's read the chat here. Side Hustle says, customer is the brat, and officer can take the blame as well. Bud Soda says, oh, I didn't know that. I would have been coy. That's terrible. Let's see here. Humi says, as soon as you knew the location, I would have rejected it. No. I did not know the location until I arrived with the food. I didn't know exactly what building or what area I was going to be delivering to, but I already had the food. As soon as I rolled up, I'm like, oh, damn it. And there's no way for me to drive in, so I had to walk, a little bit to the lobby. Roger Lisa says, I'm sorry, UDM, but way too funny. Man. Okay, B-Style says, good morning. Good morning, B-Style. Gen V says, the brat as a customer, the officer we're just doing their job. Okay. The officer was just doing their job. Can you imagine that, though? You have a delivery, and they're saying leave it at the door. For security reasons, you can't leave anything at any of these government buildings outside the door and just say, hey, I'm gonna walk away now. Come on. Leave it at the door? I can't just leave it at the door. They're on high alert. Let's see here. Roger Lisa says, you can't make this stuff up. Nah. Roxy says, you really can't. Kick Rock says, tell that officer to get up with the person who said to leave it and give them the name. Not my problem. They can write them a ticket. No, bro. That's not how this works. All right. I skipped one important part of this story. I skipped over it because I wanted to get to the meat and potatoes. While trying to find another way to get in, okay, there's an officer that's parked outside of the building, okay? I asked him, officer, would you be able to radio this person or get in contact with this person to come get their food? Because there's no way he just stopped me. He was like, I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna have to contact them. I have nothing to do with that order. I'm like, but I'm just trying. I'm just telling you, sir. I have nothing to do with that. I'm here. I'm dealing with an arrest, and that's it. Oh, damn it. So that officer didn't want to help me. The other officer, they told me I can't leave it at the door. The other officer tells me I can't take a picture. I had to step all the way outside. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it happened. And on DoorDash. How ironic. Was that a coincidence? It happened on DoorDash. I don't want any of y'all to ever go through this. So I don't know what the jailhouse is like for you in your market, but please, I have 3 calls. I'm over here talking. 3 in the queue right now. If you ever have to deliver to a government building, high security government building, be prepared. You can't do just anything like you would do at someone's house. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Let's take this call. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
It's Charlene.
Charlene. Good morning to you.
Good,
Who was the brat?
good morning. The brat is definitely the jailhouse to me.
The jailhouse?
Yeah, I think they're the ones. I don't know if the brat's the good or the bad, but the bad is the jailhouse. I just kind of chimed in. But I don't think that they should have given you so much trouble. But I think we need to write a book on all the problems we do, funny things, and the weird things. Because I have stories for you, I tell you. But yesterday I signed on to Sudster, and that's a new app, I guess, that you kind of led us to on the Monday on looking at finding other streams of income. Because Instacart for me was my bread and butter, and then where we have lack of orders or just exuberant amount of items, it's just kind of a lot to do. I take what I can because it is something where I'm a widow, so I have to work right now, so I do what I can. But I ended up looking into the laundry apps that you said. You know, you mentioned like look into that.
Right.
I love washing laundry, so I said why not? So I got onto Sudster. And it was amazing. And I live in Boston, Massachusetts, or outside of Boston, actually. And the work has been very steady. And the only problem that I found is that there's very little lack of support. So what happens is if you run into a problem, you can't even get chat support. You can't. It's almost like you have to send an email and pray to God that you can figure this out and not get deactivated.
Oh, wow.
But what happened, yeah, so that's a negative. But what happened is I took an order. It was for $68. It was about a 40-minute ride from my home. And I got there, notified the woman all along the ride, I'm coming, I'm almost there. And I could not get into the apartment building. Rang the bell, messaged her through the chat. I tried to call any contact number on the internet for this company. It's just recordings, but no help, you know? So I ended up just waiting about 30 minutes because, again, that was a long ride. It was good money to me. And I try to aim for $100 a day. So if I make 100 and 68 is from this, I'll take the ride. I don't have to schlep the grocery all day.
Right.
I will do that. Went ahead and had to come back home. The email I sent, they reached out and told me, we'll give you $7.50 for your time. I have to drive all the way home. The day's lost. No Instacart, no Sudster. Here I am. Right. It's pickup time for my child. I then see there's some work close. I swipe. I don't know if there's a glitch in the app, but it gives me back to this woman 40 minutes away. Part of their deal is if you accept an order, you must take it or you're automatically deactivated. There's no excuses or anything. So now I'm trying to ask if it's possible to get the other order. I don't want to go back and find myself in a situation, 40 minutes, not able to get in, you know. No one answers, so I make a judgment call to go back there. And then, you know, and I text her, listen, I live in this area. I'm coming from this distance. Are you available, ready? Will you be there at 7 sharp? I'll be there. Got there 7 sharp, and she let me in. Her text to me was, I don't see the problem. Someone should have let you in the building. And I'm a black woman, so in this white neighborhood, so nobody let me in. Everybody walked by me and was like, I can't do it. I cannot.
What I found is a lot of those apartment buildings, I don't know if some of these customers understand that some of these of their neighbors, they're very wary about, hey, we're not just going to allow just anyone in the building. We don't care who you are. If you don't have a key fob, we're not letting you in. I literally had someone pull the door behind them to not let me into the apartment building once. So I completely understand where you're coming from.
Exactly. So this is where I was. So she texts me back, oh, yeah, I don't see the problem you had earlier, but I will be here. Just nonchalant, laissez-faire.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, I get the order. It's almost 10 loads of laundry. I wash UDM all day. I used my own machine, which I don't want to use that, but in the clutch, I had to. So I'm washing, drying, folding, washing, drying, folding from 7 to 4 p.m. Get the order done because this company's great. Like if you pick up an order anytime today, it's due by 8 p.m. the next day.
Oh.
So essentially you could gig app all day and then just get organized and work through the night on the laundry and then deliver it by 8 p.m. So you could be finished and deliver. They give you bonuses and extra money if you deliver earlier than the scheduled time. So this is all good. Now I'm rushing down there. It's like 6:30 to get there 7 for an hour drive. I make it. Yesterday, I ended up with $93 because she gave a tip. The company gave me 15 and her order was 67. So I felt like, even though it was a lot of work, I couldn't get out and do any other gigs yesterday. It kind of paid itself off. I was going to go do DoorDash around my area. I think you'd have to do 4 to make $7, but I could have rounded off to the 100 by midnight. But I was too tired. But all this to say, I really appreciate you for telling us to kind of look outside of our comfort zone. Yeah. Because if I did know that these apps existed for other things, I would have never been able to just start a few days ago and already make $200. I don't even feel the need to do Instacart anymore. Or if you do it, you could do 1 or 2. Yeah, because 1 or 2 batches is great, but I don't have to spend 7 to 5, making $150 going. I go 30, 40 miles sometimes to these orders, and instantly, so it's like the car breaks down every other month. I'm into putting half of my earnings back into it. So this laundry app is pretty good in terms of just sitting at home or wherever. I'm going to look at laundry mats, price them out, maybe wash them outside, and then, be able to work faster, bigger machines, bigger washes, so that I can earn money as quickly as I can, drop it off, get more. The only problem is they don't allow you to grab as many orders as you can.
So it's like you got to do one and then you got to return it?
Exactly. So you might see an order right next door and you've got an order already that you're working on, but you can't grab that order. That's $80 2 towns over. That's, the negative, especially if you know how you can work and you can do the work. You can make that money. So I do appreciate you for that. And I'm looking into other things too that I can find in terms of apps, just because Instacart is unpredictable for everyone, and it's good to, like you say, have a couple other things that are not, so at least you can make something by the end of the week and pay your bills.
Right. Well, as I'm hearing your story, I do have a laundry app, but they're not accepting washers at the moment, right? But I'm listening to your story, and I'm like, while a load is washing, not even drying, while a load is washing, I could, if I was on Instacart like that, I would be swiping for a batch, see if I could get a quick little batch, knock that out while it's washing.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'll take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, depending on what you're washing. And it's like, swipe for a batch. If I get a nice little batch, go shop that real quick, come back.
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
And then with that window, 8 p.m. So if I pick up something now, it's not due until 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Right.
So I could have start that washing at 5 a.m. tomorrow and get it to the customer way before delivery, but app all day and everything else. So you can really have the flexibility to say, I just grabbed $50, $60, but I'll be working on that money later on.
Yeah.
But for the day, I'll go to some DoorDash, some Instacart, maybe try another app or get signed up for something and do that.
Yeah.
So you can manage yourself and make the side money on the laundry. You know, I just am not, I'm a germaphobe. Washing in my house, I'm not a fan, but I had to in the moment because a lot of, you know, my research and looking at how much these laundromats cost and is it worth it to use some of me and then, you know, get the money back later that way. So, you know, but I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's good money and it's your money as soon as you claim the batch, so to speak.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Well,
so there's some app in your area that's like that and you don't mind doing it. I mean, the only thing that is an expense is you do have to pay for the soap that they want you to use, but it's the general soap we all buy, like, you know, so it's not that bad, you know.
Okay. So you found something that you love, and, you know, I'm always glad I'm always glad when I say, hey, you know, go ahead and try this, and someone takes, you know, at least try. If they don't try at all, you know, I'm not really willing to have a conversation with them. But if they tried and they can't find anything, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with them to try to figure out something later on. But hearing that you tried, you heard, hey, look into other categories, not just food delivery, and then you found that laundry app in your area and you're able to make some decent money just washing. Hey, it's a lot of work, but you're not driving as many miles. You know, I mean, I'm just looking at it as there's not much car depreciation. You just have to go there, pick up the laundry, and come back wherever the laundromat is, knock out that laundry, get it washed, and return it by 8 p.m. the next day. That is, to me, that's awesome. And meanwhile, you can just knock out a couple of food delivery orders if you want to. So you got that guaranteed money that's in your trunk or at your house that's washing. And then next thing you know, you just stacking up some more money with the food delivery app. So I see a plus, you know? So Charlene,
from the rate.
Go ahead.
Because I was, you know, with the strike, and then, you know, everything in Massachusetts, everyone's like, you know, we don't want to take this, it's too much. You know, I'm the girl that takes doubles and triples, and I wake up in the morning and jump on that first thing in the morning because nothing scares you after that. You know, you can do anything after you've done 75 items, triple all over the USA to deliver those 3. And then you're like, I can take this one that's 50 items. I mean, God, you know what I mean? So that's how I begin the day. So I am grateful for every batch, no matter how good, bad, or ugly it is. But I do like that I can be stationary at a point, do a couple of Instacarts, but not have to feel like my life depends on getting something from them today, you know?
Well, I'm happy for you. I do have 4 other callers in the queue. Anything else you want to say to the family before I take the next call?
Just thank you, everybody, for supporting UDM, and thank you, UDM, for being there as a support for us.
Thank you for calling in and sharing your story and sharing your experience with this. I believe you said it's Sudster app.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Arlene. Have a good one.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we do have another few callers in the queue, so let's go to these callers. All right. Good morning. Thank you for calling.
UDM. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you calling for the Brat of the Day situation?
Yes, and I hope you recognize me.
I know. Star. What's up, Star? Uh-oh.
Good morning, UDM. Good morning. And
Great
so,
morning.
First of all, you know, I would say in your situation, I would say there are 2 brats, 2 police officers that would not help you because I feel like either one of those police officers could have easily offered to take the order to their coworker.
So wait, the 2 police officers outside of the building or the 3 police officers in total? Like there's the customer. I don't know if they're a CO or another police officer dealing with another situation, or are you speaking about the officer that I asked for help to radio the customer? or the one that told me I can't leave it at the door, or the one that said I can't take the picture inside the building? Which one was it?
Well, any of them, but you said at the door there were 2 police officers, and I don't see why one of them couldn't have stayed guarding the door and the other one going and taking your order to the person.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So any of the police officers involved, you feel like they deserve the brand of the day?
Yeah, I feel like that they didn't really know what they were doing.
Hold on one second. My son is saying something to me. Hold on. What'd you say?
Sure.
I'll come and clean your booger in a minute, boy. Go sit down. I can't clean your booger right now. He said, Daddy, I have a booger. Oh, man. I'll clean the booger in a minute, okay? So, thank you for... Go ahead.
Before I hand it off to the next caller, I just wanted to say one more thing. You know, your story has me thinking.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, if police departments wanted to, they could totally test delivery drivers by purposely sending orders to the police station and the jail.
Test them how?
That'd be a good way to know who was following procedures.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
I'm starting to wonder, I'm somebody that, that always think about all the options and be like, what if? And I'm thinking, what if that was actually like a test order that somebody put in?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, I'll let you take the next caller. I just wanted to put my opinion in. I hope all is well with you, and I look forward to hearing the rest of the show.
All right, not a problem, Star. Thank you for calling in, okay? All right, have a good one. All right, let's take the next call. Thank you for calling Breakfast with
Hello?
UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Speaking of A, how you doing, UDM?
What's up, A? I'm pretty good, man. Who deserves the brat, bro? I could tell, like, the tone of your voice, you sound like it's about to be me. Go. I'm listening.
Not at all.
Okay, all right.
I say the police station. I've dealt with the police station.
Uh-huh.
It seems like a lot of people don't like, they frown upon what we do sometimes. Like, sometimes they may be mad they at work and whatnot. Anybody could have took the order. It's not that big of a deal, you know? Hope your fella come around and get his meal for lunch.
Yeah.
But I got a question, though. You do corner shopper, right? Which one of these, like, how these corner shopper cards work?
What do you mean? You said the calls?
So, no, sorry, I talk fast. I'm originally from New York. I live in Massachusetts now.
Uh-huh.
I can relate to a lot what the first caller was saying. As far as what she's going through, what she should do is try to find a little job at a laundromat so she can make a little bit extra money and wash her clothes there for free. Sound like that? I got a deal. But back to the corner shopper thing. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place.
I'm trying to follow, bro. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
All right. So corner shopper, they send you 2 cards. How do them cards work?
2 calls?
2 cards.
Oh, you mean the cards, like to pay, the payment cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so certain orders are used. You would have to use one specific card, but other orders need. I haven't been able to use the other card yet, so I don't even know what the other card is really used for. But I'm assuming it's like, one is used for one type of shopping, and the other one might be some other type of shopping. Like, for instance, one might be for alcohol. I'm just assuming. I'm just making something up, right? One might be for alcohol alone, and the other one might be to track other grocery orders or grocery store deliveries type of deal, or produce, whatever you're shopping for. I don't know exactly because I have both cards, but I just haven't been able to use the second card just yet.
Okay.
All right.
Then probably a couple more things. So anybody dashing, though, too, a little secret, you can switch to bicycle. That'll help you get a little bit more deliveries in your area. And, I appreciate everything you're doing for us, man. Keep on giving tips. You help me get a long way, man.
All right.
Caviar, Postmates, all that.
All right, that's what's
Have
up,
a good
man.
day.
All right, you too. But I got to tell you, though, hey, I don't know if you're still on the phone. I guess you're still here. Be careful. If you're in a vehicle, if you're in a car, and then you switch to bicycle, and they're saying like, hey, you're going way too fast for a bicycle, you could possibly be deactivated for it, because they consider that to be fraudulent. If you're on a bike and you're in a car, actually, if you're on a bike and you say you're in a car, if they catch you doing that, you could be deactivated for it, because it's considered to be fraudulent. So just be careful what you do. All right? All right, let's take the next call. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Do I deserve the brat of the day or the officers?
No, the officer, Mr. UDM.
Okay, all right. Who are we speaking to?
Chris from SoFlo.
Okay, Chris from SoFlo. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, so you want to tell us why you feel like the officers deserve the brat of the day, or is something else you would like to share?
No. Similar. There was a story like from last year, and I kind of feel bad about whoever was the delivery. That I agree with you with the part that you're talking about with the government trying to deliver something with the government or city. Right. There was a delivery person trying to make a delivery in our station.
Okay.
The mistake that the delivery driver did, and was one of the worst times, because we had a break-in in the post office, and it happens that the driver, rather than going from the front of the post office, they went to the back and went inside where all of us are in.
Okay.
And I guess that somebody left the delivery to go to the back of the post office.
Okay.
And supposedly and happened that the driver went inside, walked into where all of us are inside, and the postal police, at least two of them, grabbed the guy, and tried to handcuff the person and question him. Yeah. I guess he didn't know that I guess he was supposed to wait outside or something. I don't know, but
still,
yeah. So
I mean, we don't know what the notes might have said to in the app for that driver on that order. But when we don't understand how certain places operate, like say for instance, you go to a government building like the one I did, right? In the main lobby, they have a metal detector. I don't know if y'all can hear my boys in the background. Just hold on 1 second. Boys.
No problem.
Can y'all bring down the volume, please? They're having so much fun. They're having so much fun. They're just, yow! Yeah! So, when you walk
early in the morning.
when you walk into a government building, most times you can tell what you can and cannot do in that building, But sometimes I don't even know what that driver might have seen. Like, what can we and can we not do when we enter into the post office? And what area can we or should we not enter from? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. With the post office, I do see it as a building, like you have one entrance where the customers go to, and that's the entrance that I would choose. I don't know why that driver wanted to enter into another area they shouldn't have entered into, but I don't know. I would go to the front of the building where the customers enter and say, hey, person at the counter, I'm here to make a delivery to Chris SoFlo, and that's it,
Right.
Wow.
That should have been the appropriate way. But we had a sign that said, do not enter for anybody. But I kind of questioned. I know that was last year, but still,
Yeah.
And it was one of the worst times. Like I said, we had it was somewhere, I think, during that week or two. Yeah, that there was somebody was breaking into the post office. Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to, be cautious about those government buildings, because I would kind of like, call the customer before I get inside, like a courthouse or a police station, like you say, or jail.
Yeah.
I would rather call them and let them know I'm going to deliver right in the front, rather than just do all this, whatever you just did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Chris, man, I do have 2 additional callers in the queue. Anything else you want to say to the family before we take the next call?
No, that'll be it. No, that'll be it. Take care of yourself, everybody, and yourself, Mr. UDM.
All right.
I'm here just working as well right now. Not at the post office today, but doing that Amazon Flex and that food delivery. So
awesome.
My day off.
Awesome. Well, you have a blessed day and be safe on the road. All right, Chris?
Will do. Take care of yourself.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Let's take the next call. We have 2 more calls, and then we're going to start wrapping it up. Okay, family? Good morning, and thank you for calling Breakfast with the UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Gig Economy Talk with Lynn.
Oh, good morning, Lynn. How are you feeling, first off?
Feeling a lot better. I started back working a little bit more, like at least breakfast and lunch or dinner on some days. So
okay.
Much better. Thank you so much for asking.
All right. Awesome. So who deserves the brat? Me or the officers? And which officer? If it's the officers.
The officer, really the one that's the officer that's supposed to receive the food. Because the other officers may not have known what was going on, with that. But the officers that ordered the food knew the protocol of the office, point blank period. And they should have informed you of what he should have said. First of all, it would save you a whole lot if you could have skipped the rest of what you had to do and just come right to reception. He should have put that in your instructions so that, just come on into reception. Whether you had to back up out and take the picture from a distance, that would have been a lot less time on you. You would have known exactly where to go. The other officers did not know what was going on.
Right.
So it's like, so they're not going to just take upon themselves to do something and possibly they'd be responsible for something not happening.
Yep.
So, but it was definitely the officer that ordered the services. That was the one that was a brat.
Okay. I thank you. You. Everyone that said I was not the brat, thank you. Thank you. So, Lynn, anything else you want to say to the family before I take the last call in the queue?
Absolutely. Just everybody be careful out there. Watch your back and all, and make your money and stuff, and be well.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
All right. We do have another call that just came in. I'll see if I can try to get you in, but if I can't, I'm sorry in advance. Let's see. Let's go to the next call. Thank you for calling. Whoa.
UDM.
Whoa.
Finally put me on.
I wasn't ready. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
This is Miss Gemini Jim. How are you today?
Say that again. Gemini Jim. You sound like you talking into in a can or something. Not a can necessarily, but it sounds real echoey.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm driving, so let me pull over.
Okay, not a problem.
About to get gas, so yeah.
And I don't know if you have me on the speakers, but I could get a little bit of a feedback.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, is that better?
It is.
Okay. So yes, hi. How are you?
I'm okay.
I didn't really get the full story of the brat story, but I believe you were not the brat, because how are we supposed to know where to go and what to do in those situations? And whatever the note said, so. But I wanted to call you the other day because of you had put up a Curry app or something, and I actually downloaded that, and I'm in Gainesville, Georgia. Like I said, I'm really pretty close to South Carolina, but they actually sent me, I didn't do it because I was skeptical, but it was $395 to drive 3 hours, which would have took me to South Carolina. Okay. But by the time I thought about it, it was gone. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank you for giving me that app to choose from. So yeah, I have Instacart, Shipt, never used either one of them. Y'all know I'm the Uber Eats fan.
Hey, listen, there's many more. Okay, there's many more, and for just since you're on the line, I will give you another one. Since you like curry, try.
I'm also a couponer, like, and I'm outside of Atlanta, but Atlanta is like a city of hustlers. So I'm also a couponer.
Okay.
And I was just thinking about all the laundry detergent that I have. I need to get into that app. And also sometimes, like, I have like, bottled waters. Because I'm a couponer, I have all that. So sometimes, you know how you have a space where all the drivers sit?
Yeah.
So sometimes I just open up my little trunk, water $1, chips $1.
Hustle! I'm telling you, Gemini, Jim, hustler. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, Gemini Jim got the water on deck.
I want to try to get into like doing like delivery. Like I do have a couple of customers that'll buy like bundles from me because of me couponing just like friends and stuff. But I would love to be able to do that as a delivery. But, you know, so many of these places be like, no solicitation. I don't know if that's against the rules. But I was like, I need to figure out a way to do this.
Yeah, oh, boy. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The city that I live in, it's banned. Soliciting is banned. You can't even try. Mm-hmm. It is banned entirely.
Oh, okay.
Some other cities in South Florida you can get away with. Yeah, but I live in Pines. Pembroke Pines. Pembroke Pines, they banned it. I think that's the only city that banned it completely. Other cities might say, hey, you can't do that here or whatever, but, you know.
I know.
Pines,
I was like, and I live, like, outside of Atlanta, so, like, in Gainesville, it's, like, little cities, like Flowery Branch, and you know, they're kind of, I don't know. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
All right, not a problem. But, hey, I'll tell you, look into DispatchIt.com. Dispatchit.com. If you enjoy Curry is, I believe they are the competitor of Dispatch. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a list. I have a list of apps. I can share with y'all. Okay. So just reach out to me if you're interested in finding out which apps that I have worked more of. Not my catering app, by the way. But if you're interested in finding out about other apps that I recommend, not just all the apps, because I've tested some and I use some and I plan on using them even more. Like recently I spoke about Wonolo. I plan on using Wonolo in the event that, hey, if anything happens and I cannot, the gig economy jobs are, you know, they're not doing well, food delivery, I say, okay, well, I would go ahead and do Wonolo if I absolutely have to. But that's at the very worst. It has to be. I got to be able to start my own business, do all these other things. If my business ain't working, if this ain't working, that ain't working, then I'll be like, okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
Wonolo. You know, but
I did some variables. And I have to take that off my phone because they had so many orders. But I was like, at least I know y'all there. I'll put y'all back. But they had too many notifications coming.
All right. So keep it in the back pocket. All right. If you wanna send me an email and I will send some other apps that I recommend that you have in your back pocket as well. All right.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Not a problem. Have a good day and be safe on the road. Okay, Gemini?
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Now, since we have this last caller in the queue, I'll take this call and then we'll start wrapping it up, family. Thank you for calling Breakfast with the UDM. Who are we speaking to? DJ Skills. Oh, man, I think this is the first time you called in, man. Is it?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is.
What's up, man? Who deserves the brat?
Oh, man, obviously the police.
Okay.
The cops, definitely. You know, they go through these things where they have these power trips. And, you know, I don't even think it was in the procedure. They should just let you do your job, you know?
Yeah.
You mean the part where they said, "Hey, leave it at the door," and I tried to leave it at the door, and then the cop said, "You can't leave it there." Or the one that was saying, "You can't take that picture inside here." Nope, you can't take the picture.
I think both of them. I think they just left it they made it so that you just like take the food and go back to the restaurant with it. You know, like they gave you no choice.
Yeah, pretty much. I felt like if I had left it at the door, even if when the officer said, "Don't leave it there," I would be stuck in a situation where they would either give me a ticket or something, you know, for doing my job.
Yeah, it would have escalated.
It would have escalated.
Sort of sanitation ticket.
Yeah, it probably would have escalated for real. Yeah, so I thank you, man. DJ Skills, hey, listen, you've been following the channel for a while. How long has it been?
I think since the first channel when you had like, I think 25 subscribers, like a few years ago. I remember the first channel.
So I got
and I kept on checking. Go ask me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. So I gotta ask you, DJ Skills, why is this the first time you're calling in, bro? You've been following me since 25 subscribers, and now I'm over 9,000. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Maybe that's what not that I was waiting for 9,000 people. I've always wanted to call, but I just didn't want to be like, I didn't want to take the time. I know a lot of people wanted to speak to you. And,
okay.
I mean, it's a pleasure to finally speak to you. That's, you know, you're a good man. I love what you do, and I hope you never stop. And I think everybody, I'm grateful to have you as my mentor. I actually started gig work because of you. I watched one of your first 5 videos, and then I was like, oh, let me apply. And,
oh wow!
You know, now I work for 5 gig.
Oh wow! I received your text message the other day, man, and I was like, I didn't know how to digest it, to be honest with you, because I was reading it and I was like, was I really the reason? Like, sometimes I have a tough time, you know, trying to figure that part out. Am I really the reason why people are actually out here doing the best that they can with these gig apps and making money with these gig apps? Am I the reason, or they just found me after they signed up and they was making money, and then, you know, I guess I don't like to give myself too much of the credit, you know? So hearing you saying that you started gig work because of me, I'm like, for real? You know, I just
gave me my freedom back.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
My life back.
That's what's up. I appreciate you sharing that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I was working at a cell phone store 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, making $400 a week.
Yeah.
That's nothing. And just to have a whole bunch of I don't want to say carrots, but, you know, a whole bunch of people just, you know, they'll break their phone and then come and scream at you about it. And I have to put a fake smile and be like, sir, calm down, dance, please.
Yeah.
When you drop glass breaks. And so, you know, but, you know, I'm glad that that's all behind me. I don't think I'll ever go back to that. I'd rather own my own Metro Pizza store than work for a Metro Pizza store. So, you know, and you showed me that. Like, I don't know, the freedom of being able to wake up and be self-motivated to just go and make your money. And then when you just had it and you're getting not motion sickness from driving so much, but, you know, I don't know if anybody else feels that, but I feel like motion sickness after like 10, 12 hours. You know, I'm like, well, I got to stop moving.
I never experienced that.
I would go 24. No, well, I don't know. I don't think it's like it doesn't happen every day, but like after like 10 hours of just the car moving, stopping, going, turning left, right, you know.
Yeah.
It gets to you. Wow.
Okay.
If you get out the car, you still feel like you're on the treadmill.
Okay. All right. Well, you can't work I say work 10 hours, man. Work 10 hours at the most. You know, don't work. I like to keep it within, like, say 6 to 9 hours, you know, for me to make my money. You know, I don't want to overwork myself or feel like I'm overworked at all for the money that I'm making. I know things have gotten tougher for a lot of drivers. So if I don't make my money within, let's say 6 to 9 hours, I'm just going to start looking into other things. You know, that's how I operate. I don't know if any other person operates that way, you know, but if the money doesn't meet my needs by my 9th hour at the most, I don't care if it's my slowest day or not, then I start looking into other things. You know, I don't wait until things get so bad that I now have to work 12 hours to make the amount of money I was making in 6 to 9 hours. You know, I don't wait until it gets that bad, because that means there's more wear and tear on my body. I'm out here a lot longer, taking time away from my family, you know, and my family is everything to me. So DJ Skills, man, I want to say thank you for calling in. You've been following for a while. I just didn't know how long. You said 25 subscribers. I've heard people, they tell me all the time, like, hey, you know, I've been following you since 200 subscribers, but you said 25. You're like the top 100, you know, the top 100 or the top 50, you know? Like, what? Okay, that's what's up, man. And you're still following. So that means I'm doing something right. So thank you. Thank you for that.
No, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, anything else you want to share with the family before we start wrapping this up?
Well, I have to say, you know what time it is. It's time to make that money. But I hope everybody that gets a lot of orders and makes that money. Thank you, UDM, for being you. Don't stop. Keep it going. And I'll try and call a little bit more often.
All right. Not a problem.
And be more of a participant.
All right. Not a problem, brother. You have a blessed day and be safe on the road, okay?
You as well. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. So, family, I appreciate y'all for participating and calling in, and, you know, just even in the chat saying who was the brat. UDM was the brat. Why you took so long on that order, UDM? You should have dumped it, UDM. I appreciate all of you. But at the same time, I wanted to at least, whenever I go through these types of situations, I want you to hear my story. I'm never going to just keep this to myself, just like the $3,000 alcohol delivery, just like this situation delivering to a government building, you know, like these situations would probably help you make better decisions in your market. Oh, this going to the courthouse. Oh, no, I ain't gonna take that. You know? Oh, it says 12 mediums, 15 mediums. Oh, there's gonna be some money. Oh, no. UDM went through that $3,000 delivery. Nah, man. My suspension went out. I want you to learn from my experiences. That's why I don't mind sharing the bad experiences that I've had. And I don't do them every week, but hey, whenever I have a really good one to tell, I want to make sure you know, so you know what not to do, okay? And we had Chris call in to share about the post office as well. Just be careful when you're going out there to these, delivering to these government buildings. They do have strict policies that the officers or the security guards on duty, they have to follow. So I couldn't even really be upset at the officers for reacting in the way that they did. They do not know me. I'm not a regular delivery driver that delivers to that government building all the time. They don't know me. And here I am trying to leave something outside the door. Weird, right? Here I am trying to take a picture inside of the building that they say you cannot use camera phones and all that. Weird. Nope. So I can't knock the officers for doing their jobs, you know. But it's definitely something I'm gonna try to avoid in the near future. You know, I'm not going to try to deliver. If I see something going into that area, I'm not going to be delivering to that area at all. I'm done. Now I know if it's going to that area as a drop-off, nope, not happening. Decline. End of story. So with that said, family, I hope you enjoyed this morning's show. If you did, let me know by squeezing the life out the blast, that like button. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all again for tuning in. But now it's really time for us to do what we do best, and that is go get our money. So, oh yeah, get the number off the screen. It's time to what? Go get your money.